Welcome back to the channel. So today first off, we're gonna look at my sponsor, Zforce Modelworx. Don't forget, if you type in rate 10, you get 10% off of all your products. And also we've added a second sponsor. We've added Fast Trax Hobbies from Statesville, North Carolina. That's Jamie Shoemaker. And also, if you order something from him, if you type in the same code, you also get 10% off of that product. And we're going to talk about Jamie's new shop today a little bit before we get started. Also, if you don't get enough of me, don't forget Model Car Enthusiast Podcast on the Lucas C channel and Spotify. Like I said, if you're not sick of me on my channel, you can get sick of me on his channel. So let's so we got a lot of things going on. So we're getting ready for our 2,000 subscriber giveaway, and we're gonna do /Christmas /first of the year. So hopefully next week I will have everything ready for you. First, I want to talk about Jamie's new shop. He's recently bought out his partner and has moved his business to his property, and there's his address on there. And he sells new kits just like everybody else does, but he also has a very good selection of vintage kits. And he has vintage kits, import kits. He's got military kits, ships, planes. He's got supplies and paints. We're actually going to go over there this week, and I'm going to do a little video tour of his new building that he's got set up. Now, he's open. He's always open on Saturdays, 9 to 1. Any other time, you have to call him for an appointment just to make sure he's there, because he does buy and sell collections. So you want to make sure he's there if you're driving any kind of distance. I'm about hour, 15 minutes, an hour and a half away from him. So I always call, make sure he's going to be there when I go up. So we're looking forward to working with him, also with Zforce. If you're looking for something special, just give him a call or check out. He has a Facebook page. He also sells on eBay as Fast Trax Hobbies. He doesn't have a web page yet. He's working on that. Oh yeah, look, I got my notes. I guess you did. I didn't really need to have that over here, did I? I might have to go back and look at that. Maybe I'll have to redo this. But anyway, we're going to show you all the stuff that Jamie has sent me and what I'm going to give away. And then also I'm waiting on a package from Zforce. He sent me 5 sets of wheels. So we're going to be giving away 5 sets of wheels. So let me go show you what all we got to give away. We got a lot to give away for this. So kit-wise, Jamie gave me 3 kits. I have the Mobius 1965 Chevy Gasser, and that's a sealed kit. And then he gave me this, which is the Revell Stone Woods and Cook, which is an older kit, harder to find. That's sealed. We're gonna give that away. And then also, he gave me one of the AMT modified haulers, which is trailer and a truck. So we get that kit to give away. And then he gave me also some smaller things. We got a sprue cutter to give away. We got some of those little like painting, I don't know if you want to call them a Q-tip, but they're, what do they call them things? I don't even know what they call these things. Multi-purpose sticks. These are multi-purpose sticks. We got some a whole thing of sanding blocks. And then he gave me this to give away. Helping hands with magnifier. I got one of these. They're pretty cool. And then he gave me this to give away also. And it's a huge AMT 56-piece deluxe hobby knife set. Now, when I send this out, I'm going to probably take this out of this container and just put these I'm shipping this stuff on my own dime. So that's really big and taking up a lot of space. So I'm probably gonna break, oh, that's a little container. So yeah, I can take this out of here. I'll just close this. This is hinged. I'll close this and send it like that. So I'm not gonna send it in the package. So we got that. And then of course, you know, my Woody that I painted, you know, I got the Woody project that I just painted the body, painted all the wood. That is, and that's a complete kit, and all the materials in there that I painted for that. So we're going to give that away. And then also, I got, this is from my grandson. I bought my grandson stuff and he never built it. So he's in the service, so I got it back. So I'm going to give this away. This is one of those 66 Nova complete slot cars. If nothing else, you can use the body out of it. And then also I got him also a Revell Jeep. Now this box is open, and the body and the frame have been looked at, but it's complete. So we're going to give that away. So we got a lot of stuff to give away. So as soon as I get the wheels from Ryan, I'm going to break these down into probably maybe 5 or 6 packages of stuff to give away. And then, you know, we're going to do a raffle like we did before. The only thing I asked is that if you won something in the first 1,000 sub giveaway, I would not like to have you included in this one. So give everybody a chance, some other people a chance to win something, instead of you hoarding them all. Okay, that's my only request. And I'll give you all the rules. It'll be pretty much like we did the other one, but I'll give you rules and stuff on that, probably on an upcoming video, probably maybe next week or right after Christmas. We're going to be doing that. So a couple other shop updates here at the Arterake. I did finish my 73 GTO. I was waiting on decals for this, and I'm just over it. And so maybe I'll use the decals on my. I have also a 70. I think it's a 73 or 73 Grand Am station wagon 3D printed kit. So maybe I'll use them on that one. But as far as I'm concerned, this one is done. I did the little 1/4 inch, like the windows part of the way down. It turned out okay. I'm over it. I'm not quite happy with some things on it, not because of the quality of the cast or the 3D printing part of it. I'm just there were some things that I probably should have took some more time on. But I mean, I actually posted it on Facebook and it really blew up. It actually did. I guess I need to tuck that up too. It actually did pretty well. But I've already, unfortunately, I already found a new home for it. Every time when I go to Fast Trax, you know, he has vintage kits, and I'm a sucker for vintage kits. And so normally I'll take a car with me and I'll do a trade. I usually go up there with a built model and I'll do a trade. I did it before. So this time I went up there to visit him and to get some information from him. And so I didn't take anything with me. So I thought maybe I would get away with not buying something. So then I had money, but I was buying some other things like supplies and stuff like that. He does have paints, Tamiya paints. So anyway, I went up there, and you know, we go back in his trailer where all a lot of his vintage stuff is, and of course I find something that, you know, I gotta have. Well, next thing you know, I traded this off. So I intentionally didn't take it because I knew that I would barter for something, and then I bartered for it anyway. Now I got to take it up there, but I might borrow it to take it to some shows or something. But anyway, it's done. It looks nice. It's a 5-footer. It looks pretty good if you don't look too close at it. So we got that done. And then also I've been working on my Corvette, and remember I told you I had a scribe. I had, you know, I've been doing the body work on it again. And I just recently scribed, I recently re-scribed these lines, and I was using this new stuff. Well, it might not be new. I got this from Iceman, Joel. recommended this stuff. And what it is, it's like a kind of like a thick vinyl with adhesive on it. So it's pretty thick. So what you do, let me cut a little piece off here and I'll show you this. So what you do is you lay two pieces and you lay it on both sides of the line that you want to scribe, and it's pretty thick. At first I doubled it up thinking it wouldn't be thick enough, but it's pretty durable, and that kind of keeps you, when you scribe, and I like to scribe, I have one of these and it's really beat up. Detail Junkies. It's a 3D printed, it's a photo etch razor saw. But I like using that. But whatever you scribe with is fine, but I can't stay between the lines. So this actually worked pretty good. And they turned out pretty good. I got a couple cleanups to do. This body is almost ready for paint. We're almost back to the point of where I was last year before I screwed it up. So I see a couple of things I need to do yet. Maybe another coat of primer. But we're getting there on that. So that's got the door scribed. That was a big deal for me because I hate scribing doors. So we got that done. And so let's just look at this again. I don't know if there was any codes on this. Yeah, here you go. So if you go to Iceman, and he has this on his website. That's MS059, which is about, looks like an 1/8 inch or so. And then I had some thinner stuff here, which looks like about a 1/16 wide, and that's MS059, and that's, I don't know even how to pronounce that, but there's what that company is. But that I recommend that. That works pretty good. First time I used it, it worked right off the bat. So I'm very happy with that. Maybe now I won't be so intimidated to scribe or rescribe things. I like that a lot. So I would recommend that. That's pretty good stuff. The next thing I want to talk about, I got my gold leaf on my van. So this is now ready. And what I'm going to do is, I am going to, this just has intermediate clear on it. I am going to start 2K. I'm going to wet sand this a little bit and then 2K this body. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to outline this lettering with one shot on top of the 2K, because the one shot is oil based and it's just regular pinstriping and lettering material, paint. And if I make a mistake, I can easily wash it off and redo it. So that's going to be a process for me to outline this by hand. So that's kind of the way it's going to go. And that's either going to look really cool because I'm going to use like a processed blue, like a bright blue on here. So that's either going to look really good or look really bad. But that is now on there. So we're going to start clear coating this. And then once we get the clear coat on, and my process for this is I'm going to clear coat this with 2K. I'm going to lay it on pretty direct as far as just mixing it with no reducer. And then I'm going to wet sand this whole thing after it's done. And then I'm going to probably take, well, I'll have to see how the lettering, as far as the levels and stuff look good. I already have the roof pretty much sanded. That's pretty level. So once we start putting the 2K on, I'm probably going to 2K it, and then I'm going to let it cure really good, and then I'm going to wet sand it again, and then I'm going to hit it with 2K again, but I'm going to reduce that so it really flows. And if it looks good after that, then I just have to sand it and polish it from there. So that's kind of my process with that. And then this thing will really start popping once I get some chrome bumpers on it and stuff. It'll start lightening up. But that's looking pretty good. That's kind of what, hold on a minute. Let me get down here so you can see this a little bit better. There we go. It's a little bit better. And the swirls, like when I put this is real gold leaf. So this is like, you put the sizing on it. I used my stencils that I made and put the sizing on it. And then once I brushed it all off, I used this. This is from my Dremel. It's just a little hard cotton. I just put that on there and just did, you know, little circles. Once I get the processed blue outline on that, I think that's going to look pretty cool. Like I said, it's either going to work or it's not going to work. And I also added some white pearl on the black. So, and that stuff's not going to start popping until I get some really glossy clear on it. So hopefully that's going to look good. If not, well, we'll do better luck on the next one. So that's pretty much it on that. What else did I do? I did work on my top a little bit on my shop van. I put braces across here. That's where my hinges are gonna be. So that's gonna hinge, you know, this way. So that's where my hinges are gonna be. And Matt's over at Matt's Model Cars and More, and Ryan from Zforce Modelworx have developed a hinge system, and I'm probably going to try to use that. I was sent a set of his prototype hinges, and I was trying to get that to work, and I couldn't. This is like an advanced. Hold on. This is kind of like an advanced thing for me, hinging. I don't do a lot of hinging, so I'm just adding supports there to level that out, and I'm definitely gonna hinge it. I'm gonna try to use Ryan's new hinges. Actually, they're on his webpage now. They're mainly trunk hinges. I think they're gonna develop another one for the doors, from what I understand from Matt. But that's kind of a thing that he's developed with Ryan, but I'm going to give them a shot. I did get a set of them, and I'll see if I can get them to work. But I have to figure out how I'm going to do that yet. But that's my idea, is to hinge it this way from the side, so you can see the inside. Because my other shop van I made, you can't see the inside. So that's where that's at. Not too much going on with that, and I don't know how much more I'm going to get done with that. I want to get this, my new shop van done. And I started this a little bit before, you know, Mark over at Hobby Dude 007 has a challenge out to build shop vans. And I did start this one a little early. I don't know if he'll let me put this one in or not. If not, I definitely started my other one. I was going to go with a different theme on this one. I don't know if he'll let me use that one or not. But one of those two will be in his build off as far as shop vans, since I got more going. So we'll see where that goes. That's going to be it for today. We'll get stuff together. I'll get my packages together. Hopefully, maybe by Friday or next Monday, I will have all the details on my giveaway or celebration, end of year celebration, and we're going to give some stuff away. So that's going to be fun. And until next time, we'll see you on the Arterake.